Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be answering your questions today over Vlogtober. I did a video where I asked you guys to tell me a little bit about yourself and to ask me a question. So I've had a lot of questions coming in and I have a folder here on my phone that I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna answer some of your questions. I am actually on a family vacation right now in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and see I have my shirt on? Actually, this is Emily's shirt, I'm borrowing it, don't tell her. And I just thought I would take a few minutes to answer some of your questions. All right, so here we go. All right, the first question is by Margie Poorman, and she's asking, do you like your job planning trips for people? Do you ever get tired of vlogging? I love planning trips for people. It's fun because I really especially enjoy, as you guys know, planning Walt Disney World trips. So it kind of keeps my mind in that happy place. Even if I'm not planning for myself and my family, just to be planning for somebody else is really nice and really fun. So I do enjoy it. And I really don't get tired of vlogging. I really enjoy it, especially like day in the life kind of stuff where I can just bring you guys along on my day-to-day or travel vlogs like I'm doing right now. I just think they're so much fun, not only to share, but to have to look back on. I really, really enjoy it. The only time that it gets a little bit challenging is when I want to do more like scheduled videos, especially for the holidays. I feel like I am always behind because most YouTubers do them so early and it just doesn't feel right to me to share, say, Christmas related videos like in October. I'm just not ready for that. It just, I don't know, I have to be excited and ready for the holiday to share any of that content with you. So I just, yeah, I just can't get into it early enough. Sometimes I feel like I'm just behind the ball with that, but I really do love it and I enjoy it. Okay, the next question is from Kathy Hanks, and she is asking when our next trip to Disney is. When is your next trip to see the mouse? So you guys probably have already seen my Disney World trip announcement. I am going with my daughter Madison in January of 2020 and I am super excited, so I'm sure I'll have a lot of Disney planning videos in the future because, you know, whenever I'm planning a trip to Disney, I love to share every detail of it. My itinerary, my packing, you know, what I'm wearing, like all the stuff. So it's always so much fun to share that with you guys. Okay, and then Bridget Aru, I'm sorry Bridget if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but she has some questions too. So, what pets did you have growing up and what were their names? Also, what childhood toys hold the fondest memories for you and did you keep any of them? So this is actually funny and I forgot I wanted to share this toy from my house because I have a stuffed animal that was given to my mom in the hospital before she even had me, and he's like this little teddy bear. Maybe I'll insert like a picture of something here so when I get back I can share a picture of him with you guys. He's pretty beat up, very well loved. His name is Brian because it's supposed to be Brian, but I couldn't pronounce it correctly, so it's Brian. It's still Brian. Everyone in the family knows about this teddy bear. There are so many tears in this bear. Like, I really loved him hard. I chewed his nose off, and every time something bad or sad happened to me in my life, well into my adulthood, even now, I always cry on Brian. He's my bear that I go to for that. So yeah, that's definitely the oldest toy that I have, and I do still have him, and I keep him in my bedroom. And I had a couple of pets growing up. I had a dog, his name was Rags. He was a mixed breed, wild dog, would run around the neighborhood. He was a crazy dog, but I do remember him. And I had him at a very young age. And then I also had a cat named Belle, obviously after Princess Belle from Disney. And I had her for a very long time, from my college years through marriage, through kids. She passed away when Emily and Patrick were a little bit younger, but yeah, she was a big part of my life. Okay, and then Lauren B is asking, what are your favorite Christmas movies? Do you get into Christmas as much as Halloween? And Vlogmas, question mark. Vlogmas, I'm still not ready to commit, but I really want to do it. I just want to make sure that I am going to be able to put the time into doing it. So it's definitely something I hope to do. I love sharing with you guys, especially around the holidays. I definitely get into Christmas as much as Halloween, if not more. I just love the holiday season. It's such a great time of year and we do so many fun things as a family. So Yes, I really, really love Christmas time. And some of my favorite Christmas movies, there's so many. I love all the classics. I love Rudolph and Santa Claus is Coming to Town, The Nightmare Before Christmas. I think that still counts, right? And I don't know, I love all the Christmas movies, and I love all of the Hallmark movies that they have around Christmas time as well. I love Elf. That movie makes me laugh so hard every time I watch it. I feel like I am not thinking quickly enough of all the Christmas movies that I love, but I just absolutely love them all. I can't say there's a Christmas movie that I don't love. The Santa Claus is another good one. Frosty, like, they're all amazing. What's not to like about Christmas movies, right? Okay, Erin P is asking, what was your major in college? What did you do before you became a stay-at-home mom? And what's your favorite ride at Walt Disney World? In college, I changed my major so many times, but I ended up graduating with my associate's degree in liberal arts. I was going to be a nutritionist, and then I was going to be a teacher, and then I went into business, and I just could not settle on anything. I almost had my teaching degree. I was literally like credits away from getting it, and I decided it was not something that I wanted to do. At the time, I had a really great job, but I was working full-time and going to school full-time, and I was engaged to be married and planning a wedding, so I just decided to stop going to school to focus on getting married and starting a family and all of those things. And I was an office manager for a flooring store. I was there for over a decade, and it was a great fit for me, and I really loved it. I thought I would be there forever, but as my kids grew older and we were in a better financial position, I was able to stop working, and that worked out really, really great for my family, because I think it really meant a lot to me and was very fulfilling to me to be able to stay home with my kids. So it really worked out well in the end. Part of me is like, I should have just went the extra whatever few more months, so I would have at least had a degree to show for all of the time that I put into school, but it didn't happen, and so such is life. And my favorite ride in Walt Disney World is the Haunted Mansion. I love the Haunted Mansion ride, everything about it. The next question is from Allison England, and she is asking me, when did you start your channel and why? So I started my channel when Madison went into kindergarten, because I was going into like a severe depression when Madison went to kindergarten. At that point, all three of my kids were in school, and I was now a stay-at-home mom finally, and there was like a big piece of my life missing, and I was really just getting into a funk and into a bad place. I was starting to get anxiety attacks again, which I hadn't had in a very long time. In my college years, I used to get them a lot. It was bad. I would end up in the hospital. I had some really, really bad panic attacks and dealt with just anxiety problems for a large part of my life. Sorry, the lighting was getting really bad, so I'm going to try to hold my camera in front of me. I don't have my tripod or anything here, but I didn't like the window behind my head because it was becoming a distraction, so just flipped around a little bit. But anyway, I really was in a bad place, and I needed a great distraction, and YouTube was something that I was always interested in trying to do ever since I discovered it, and so much enjoyed watching it. I really, really wanted to try to do it. So that was a great time for me to experiment with doing YouTube, and I decided to do a stocking stuffer video. That was my first video that I shared, and it was so much fun to share. I still have it up. You guys can go watch it if you want. I'll leave a link to it above. So it was the best thing that I could have done. It was a great way to change my mindset, to have me thinking and focusing on something more productive, something that was really fulfilling to me, and just got me out of a really bad funk that I was in. I'm relocating here. Sorry, totally like doing this in a weird location, but I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to film this now while I had it on my mind and I wanted to do it. So the next question is from Terry Davis. Okay, and she is asking, how does your family feel about your YouTube channel, and do they mind your filming day-to-day life? So they don't mind me doing it as long as it doesn't like interfere with them, especially my older two kids. As you guys know, they're really not comfortable at all with being on camera, especially my son. Like, he has no part in it at all. You will likely never see him, maybe a glimpse once in a while, but I do respect that, and I understand what it's like to be a teenager, and I can't imagine being a teenager and having my mom like being a YouTuber. It's kind of a different thing. Emily will once in a while, if if she's in the mood, share a little bit. And of course, Madison, you know, she's always in the spotlight. She absolutely loves it. But they don't mind me doing it. And they're actually really, really supportive of it, especially my children. I think they think it's like kind of cool that I do this. And I do think that they are proud of me for putting myself out there and doing what I do, because it's kind of really out of character for me. And it's just been a great way for me to just grow as a person. And I think they see that. So they are happy that I do it, but they don't always want to be a part of it. Okay, my next question is from Molly Sepler, and she is asking, tell us what was your best Christmas gift or your best Christmas as a child or adult, and why? That's a hard one. I can't think of one specific Christmas. They were all amazing. You know, my childhood Christmases, of course, there were so many people in my life that are no longer here. My grandmothers and, you know, aunts and uncles and things. So like what I would give to relive a childhood Christmas, it would just be amazing. But it's more about the people. So I can't think of one specific Christmas or one specific moment. It's just overall that time in my life with all of those people that I miss. So, yeah, and obviously, especially since I've had children, I have thoroughly enjoyed all of the Christmases. You know, they're all wonderful. I think that there was a period of my life, you know, I enjoyed Christmas very much as a child, and then I kind of am reliving it now through my own children. So those were like the best times of my life, enjoying the Christmas holiday. Okay, the next question is from Deborah Smith, and she is asking, have you ever been abroad? I can't say the word. Have you ever been abroad? If yes, what was your experience? So we have done a trip to London and Paris. We went to England, we went to London, we traveled through the Cotswolds, like the English countryside, and we went to Bath. So that was pretty amazing and one of the best trips of my life. It's something I definitely want to do again. I want to travel with the children to Europe so much. It's just so expensive and it's harder to do, I think, with kids. So I have to make sure they're all old enough to do all the sightseeing. Now that Emily's going to college, I'm kind of feeling like maybe I missed the boat on that. But she wants to travel too. So I definitely foresee more travel in the future, hopefully to other countries and things like that. It's something I really, really want to do and just haven't since we've had kids. But I loved it. I really enjoyed my time in Paris, and England was amazing, especially the countryside. Oh my gosh, it was just beautiful. There are no words. And I love castles. Castles are like my thing. Ever since I was a teenager, I was obsessed with castles, and that's really what got me over to Europe, and the reason primarily that I wanted to go. I wanted to tour some of the older castles, so that was really a lot of fun. Okay, Mandy McClure is asking, what are your favorite YouTube videos to watch and what are your favorites to film? My favorites to film are probably just like what I'm doing currently, travel vlogs or daily day in the life vlogs, especially Disney planning videos as well. I really enjoy that if I have a trip coming up and I can share with you guys just my planning of the trip. But that's my favorite. I think it's just the easiest to do when I am most genuinely just being myself and able to just share with you guys like whatever is happening in the moment. Those are definitely my favorite videos to share, and they're also my favorite to watch. You guys know I love what was Organize It Like Jen. Now it's Pretty Neat Living. I really used to enjoy watching her daily vlog, so yeah, that's my favorite to watch and my favorite to create. Okay, the Nature Chick is asking, what was your favorite gift that you ever received or were ever given? What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish? Your favorite Christmas movie? Okay, so some of these I kind of already answered. My favorite Thanksgiving dish is sweet potato casserole. That's like my favorite thing on Thanksgiving. And my favorite Christmas gift, again, like I've received so many wonderful gifts over the years, but I can't really say there's like a specific, like this is the best thing that I ever received, because they've all been wonderful, and my family puts in so much time and thought into my gifts. I can't really just specifically pick one over another because my family is really, really wonderful and generous to me on the holidays. So I am happy with everything and anything that I receive. I have to say though, I do love things that are personal, like something that my child maybe makes for me and puts time and thought into making it. Like, I love that stuff. I was like snapping a picture of the questions and I don't have connected to this the person that asked, so I apologize for that, but this is the last question, so I still do want to answer it. And the question is, how do you fit your travel agency work into your busy life? For example, I think you book meals and fast passes for clients. How do you hit the 6 a.m., 7 a.m. timing for that when the kids are getting off to school, etc.? Or maybe just explain the types of things a travel agent does on a weekly basis. So, oh wow, there's like a helicopter passing right by my room. I make it work. I know that I have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and book the dining. I know I have to get up by 7 and book the fast passes. I usually have my computer set up with the client the night before, so I already have like my list, so I just have to kind of bang it out. I know what I'm doing for dining, what I'm doing for fast passes. I have a game plan and I just get it done. It does get tricky, and especially when I'm traveling, like this past week I had to follow up with some clients, and then Disney sends me daily promos that are going on, so I have to make sure that I reference any clients that are traveling at those times. I have to call and see if the new promo applies to their reservation, because I'm always trying to like save them money and get them the best deal, and you know, trying to keep up on that. And it's just, there is a lot involved, but it kind of comes and goes in waves. So I have times where there's a lot of travel going on and then I might hit a lull. So it's kind of like some days are crazy busy and some days I don't have much of anything going on. So the days that I don't have much of anything going on, I have to make sure that I have all of like my computer work and paperwork and all of those things in order, and kind of go through and make sure I didn't miss any, you know, final payments due, or sending out a gift to a client, or just following up with a client to see where they're at with their dining selections, if they need help with their itinerary. So I try to use that time to do those types of things. So it is busy, but it's fun work, and it's nice that I can really do it any time of day other than booking the fast passes and the dining. Everything else I can do, you know, well into the evening hours when the kids are in bed after all of their activities and stuff. So it's been working out well. It's a little bit of a juggling act, but I make it happen. So I think that is all of the questions that I have for now. I hope that I answered most of them for you guys. Thank you so much for asking such wonderful questions. I'm so glad I was able to take a little bit of time here on our Atlantic City trip to answer them for you. And I hope you're all having a great week. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you real soon. Take care. Bye.